everybody, and we're back. Today, we're going to be starting our relationship vlog. I'm so ready. This is my wife, Deja, aka Miss Lena, and I'm James, the founder of Forever Emmanuel. So we're just going to go over a few topics for today, and we can start off with ladies first.
Okay. So we're gonna do the questions first, right?
Yeah, of course. Why not? Just we'll do the questions.
So what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna read the question, and we're both gonna answer the question. So, okay, the first question is: when do you remember when was your last memory of laughing with me the most, and what was it about?
Every single day, I laugh because there's something that happens all the time. For example, my wife went and got braces. So the laughter is infinite.
Really?
For about a year.
Not funny. Funny, not funny.
So I should go do the second question. The second question goes to you.
No, I'm gonna answer the same question too.
Oh well.
The last time I remember laughing with you is when I'd have to say every day too. My husband's pretty funny. He's like stupid funny. It's ridiculous. But the last, probably last night when you were telling me something, I was trying to tell you something about going to bed because we end up falling asleep on the couch because we were watching movies late. And I was like,
I thought you were talking about when you turned my Xbox off.
Oh wait, now that was hilarious.
Oh
my gosh, that was hilarious. So you started it though. Yeah, he started it. He said, what did you say? Did you say something about my braces?
Yes, I did.
He said something. Yes. I'm not gonna repeat what he said because it was stupid. Anyways, so I got in my feelings a little bit. I know I got in my feelings, and I turned off he was like right in the middle of this game he was playing. What game were you playing?
I started doing Shadow of War, which is an amazing game, by the way. I thought it was gonna be lame, but it's like an Assassin's Creed meets like yeah, it's pretty amazing.
He was deep in the game,
killing it.
He was like
taking them souls, baby.
And I just said, Xbox off.
Not saved. Very upset.
And he was very upset, and I was like, "Now, say something about that.
Well, I think we should move on.
He was so close. Okay, so so the next question is, what does the word affection mean to you?
The main thing that comes to my mind when I hear affection is that song with Rihanna does all I need is some love and affection. So basically, I just, affection is just something that a person displays and that makes a person feel warm and gushy, makes them feel loved. So that's pretty much what I think
warm
affection
and gushy?
Is. Yeah, I'm a man, I got feelings too, you know what I'm saying?
No, true. Okay.
Yeah.
To me, the word affection basically just means someone that is like very attentive to you, like making sure that they can see by your posture or by they say you wear your emotions on your sleeve, or basically like how you're walking around, if you're moping, or even if you're feeling good, the person is just reaching out and giving you hugs and kisses and just being affectionate. So affection to me is basically someone. See, I'm a very affectionate person, so I'm very touchy-feely. So.
And I'm not.
Yeah, but I am. And I touch a lot. So affection basically to me is like, like it is romantic though. If you walk by and someone just, give you that little pat on the butt, he's affectionate in that way.
I do that.
Yeah, like all that. And then, or someone stops and gives you a kiss or, hug. I like stuff like that.
Gotta know those love languages.
Oh yeah. Yeah, mine's definitely affection. All right. So next question. Um, what's one time lately that I made you feel great about yourself, and what can I do to keep that going?
Every time I get some food, I like to eat.
Really, just food?
Yep.
That's it. Oh, okay. All right. For me, is whenever I say I want to do something or I have a dream or a vision about doing something, my husband is very supportive. So his uh oh, I can't wait to see you do this. I'm excited about you doing this, and then he'll even like invest in what it is I want to do. So I appreciate that. You can always keep doing that because that is great what you're doing. All right, next question. Um, who was your best friend when you were 9, and do you know what happened to them? Like, do you know where they're at in the world right
I'm a military, but I don't have friends. I have God.
now? Okay. So my best friend when I was 9, her name is Angela Legay. I see her from time to time on Facebook. I believe I'm not gonna say what city she's in, but yeah, my best friend was Angela. We used to play Barbies like all day non. This is when I was 9, like non-stop.
Still, we play Barbies.
Hey, why you putting on my business? Anyways, I don't play Barbies, but yeah.
She's a cosmetologist. She played Barbie.
Oh, okay. I guess you can put it that way. I didn't think about it like that. All right. So next one is name 2 things you want to be remembered for, and then how can I help to develop those things?
I have no idea what you just said.
Name 2 things you want to be remembered for, and then how can your spouse help with those things, like help you to achieve those goals?
I'm not really sure. I guess I don't know. It just to me it doesn't really. I don't really care what people think because that'd be a waste of time.
It's not about what people think, it's about what you want to, like, what legacy do you want to leave behind?
Well, I guess I want my kids to be uplifting citizens that are selfless versus selfish. So I guess them having morals, have a good moral compass, walking the straight and narrow. I guess that would be something that I would like to be remembered by. That my family, my children are well trained and go getters.
Well trained. Interesting use of words. Okay. Let's see. Something that I want to be remembered for is I want to be remembered for, like, this is something that you would expect people to say at your funeral. Oh, I remember this person because they did X, Y, and Z.
I'm not gonna be there, so I'm not really.
Oh God! Oh my gosh! Okay, so got it. All right. Well, something I want to be remembered for. Oh my gosh, you're crazy. All right, something I want to be remembered for would be just like always, like people saying that they can always, like I assisted them achieve their dreams and their goals in some type of way, like whether it was by advice, encouragement, or just like helping them start a path to go wherever it is they're trying to get to. Because I'm really good at helping other people get from point A to Z. I'm like that person.
So I guess the next question is, what did you want to be when you were 10 years old? Now that I remember like it was yesterday, because I always wanted to be a doctor. But when I was 10, I did not know exactly what doctor I wanted to be. So I kind of weaved in and out of different things, kind of aging myself. But back when I was growing up, there wasn't a lot of positive black people on TV. I had like people like Nino Brown and stuff like that. So all I had was Bill Cosby. So I kind of wanted to be a doctor until I found out what type of doctor he was, and I was like, nope, don't think I need that. So as time progressed, I ended up going towards psychology. So now that's why I have my master's in clinical psychology, and I thought that's what I wanted to do. But like my mother says, my sister and I are professional students. So I am looking at transferring over to IO psychology, which is industrial organization psychology, after I get the second master's in healthcare administration. So yep.
Okay. Let's see. When I was 10 years old, I had there's two things I wanted to be: businesswoman and a mom. That was like it. Like
At 10, you want to be a mom? You want to have a baby at 10?
Yeah. Not have a. You get on my nerves. Wait, really?
And that's why. And that's why I'm not allowed.
Let me explain.
That's why I'm
I know
not
you can say
allowed.
what the doll thing, but no.
That's why I don't allow
That's good,
our
though.
girls to have Barbie dolls when they were younger, because that's what I'm talking about. All them Cabbage Patch Kids.
That's good though.
That's why you got
What's
these.
wrong with wanting to be a
That's
mom?
why you got these 10-year-old kids now. That's what the problem is. Everybody want to play house. Shoot, house is real. You play, house.
No.
House is real. Thomas, I'm going to play doctor. You know what I'm
I
saying?
didn't play house though. My mom taught me better than that. I did not play house.
Okay.
No, like
you have never had Dr. Feel Good come on over there?
No, I never had that happen.
You never was in the tire playing house?
No. No.
She live right now, so she trying to.
No, I never did. I never played house. The only games that I ever played, and I didn't really play, not because I didn't know what it was. When we went to my grandmother's house in Boston, this is when we lived in Boston, and so my cousins, they were outside, and it was my boy cousins, because I used to hang out with my boys' cousins. I used to be very much a tomboy growing up. Like I was a girly girl, but then I was like girly girl tomboy. So I played with my Barbies and my dolls, but I also played like sports, like football and basketball. We played like the hockey on the street and all that great stuff. But long story short, so my cousin was outside, my uncle actually, and him and his friends was playing hide and go get it, and I didn't know what it was. And it was like, he was like, go in the house. You're not gonna play. I was like, no, I'm coming too. You're not gonna just leave me in the house. You know, because I was the only girl there at the time. All the other girls were like with their moms or somewhere else. And then so we hide, everybody hid. And then one of his friends was like grabbing. I had nothing to grab at the time. And he was grabbing. I was like, what are you doing? And then he was like, this is hide and go get it.
I remember that game.
And I took off running. I was like, no! Because I thought he was going to like try to do something like on the spot. I was like, what in the world? I was my mom kept us. I'm not gonna lie, my mom kept us pretty sheltered. So I that's how I found out about hide and go get it. No, seriously.
Yeah.
No, seriously, that's how I found out about hide and go get it. I was like, whoa, this is too much for me. This is too intense right now.
This is too intense right now. Let's move to the next question.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, so what was your favorite memory from when we were dating, and what made it so fun?
Pretty much the only thing I think about when we was dating was our first date there.
That was pretty amazing.
That was pretty intense. That was actually one of the times I thought something was about to go bad, and it turned out very awesome. My tail light went out on my truck, so a cop was following me. My date at the time, which was my wife now, she showed up about 16 hours late.
It was that, no, 16, hyperbole.
Okay.
Over exaggeration.
Say what you want. It was
okay,
it was about
I was late.
It was
I'm
about
not gonna
5
lie.
hours, about 5 hours late.
I was super late.
And then I wanted to, and I was trying to leave, but then I didn't eat that day because anybody knows me knows I get caught up at work and I forget to eat, and so I went and got something to eat. I know before the date, like I'm on the date, she late 5 hours, so I went and got something to eat, but I had a pre-snack. Because she was that late, and then we went out there, and then everything was actually closed when she decided to show up, and then
the Bachinga was open.
Yeah, and then I thought it was real cute how because I brought her flowers, opened her door and everything. Which you got guys, be careful what you do when you first meet somebody, because if you do it on date 1, they're gonna expect it on date 6. It's gonna expect it in marriage. So till this day, I'm still opening and closing the door for her. Yes.
And I would not.
In the rain, in the snow.
but he does.
Yeah,
He's pretty good
but
about
it's
it.
fine.
I
I
think
kind of
it's
like
sweet,
doing it.
though.
Everybody that sees me,
Sweet.
everybody sees it, like, oh, here's a gentleman. And I'm like, yeah, I do what I could do.
We even
I do
went
what I
to.
do.
I gotta say this. We even went to Lowe's, and then he did it. And a lady and her daughter, she was like, "I told my daughter, I hope she finds a guy like you."
Yeah, I was nervous. That lady rolled up on us. I was like, what's she about to do? I was like, where's my Glock? Where's my Glock? It's crazy, but yeah, but yeah, pretty much, yeah. And then at that time, I thought it was cool because even at that minute, even at on that first date, we was very in sync. We both was cutting like our synapses was just firing off, and then we both was like, hey, let's just go to Pachanga. So we went to Pachanga, and then Miss talked to everybody. My friend, she ended up getting us free tickets. She ended up getting us free tickets. Yeah, whatever you want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And then she ended up getting us free tickets to the club that was in there. And then she ended up, like she did, talking about her business. And then she ended up giving the lady a hair, and giving her a business card and talking to her about her hair. And then we ended up getting in the club for free, which I was excited because I was struggling. I'm telling you, so we had an amazing time on a budget. I thought we spent less than $20 and got food, juice, water. Got into the club, went out. Man, it was amazing. We did all that stuff for less than $20.
Date that I went on because I'm very confident. So this is the first date that I went on that I was nervous because before we even went on a date, we were talking over the phone for how long?
Oh, yeah, we was talking on the phone for a long time,
like a few months.
Yeah.
So. But we had such a good rapport.
I had 4 jobs. We never really had time for dating.
Yeah, we had such a good rapport that I was like, this can't be real. This has to be like, I don't know. I was just more comfortable.
Catfished.
Yeah. I was more comfortable with it being on the phone than us meeting because I was like, it just seems like it was too. We had so much in common as far as like family and morals and things like that. I was like, something must be wrong. But yeah, so it all worked out. Okay, so what is next question? All right, what is the most embarrassing moment you've ever had in your life?
My life?
Like the most embarrassing moment.
I don't know. I don't really get embarrassed like that. I'm kind of prideful, so I don't really I kind of like I cut jokes on everybody and everything, so it's just I don't really remember too many embarrassing moments. No, don't remember anything. I don't have anything at this time.
Everybody has an embarrassing moment though. Like I have
several.
I can bring up.
It depends on the individual's mindset. It's like stuff happens all the time that people may or may not find embarrassing. It's just like, but it just really depends. It's just like it really depends on. It depends on how you look at a situation. It's all about mindset. Like it just really depends.
Well, I'll tell you mine. So I have a couple of them, but I think that it's how you handle it because I tend to laugh at things a lot. Like if I fall, I'm not gonna be like, oh my gosh, I fell. I might laugh and then I might get up and then I might be like, somebody needs to help me up so I can get up. But my most embarrassing moment was when I was in the military. I was probably 20 years old at the time, and I thought I was just like so cute. I was at the club, get my little dance on, doing my thing, and I think that Juvenile song came on. Back, get up, dun, dun. That's not the melody, but it was some song like some fast.
Yes.
Southern.
Talking about that Juvenile song. Yes.
Yeah.
That's not the way it goes. But yes.
It's really not. But I was feeling myself and I was dancing. I was doing my little dance. And when I went down like 3 good times, and on the 4th time, my pants ripped. And I was like, that was such a late reaction, babe. Like,
I'm trying to hold it.
So yeah.
Oh, I wish I could have seen that. I wish I could have seen that.
And it said, shoot. And I was just like, and the embarrassing thing to me was like everybody was looking, and I was like, yeah, I just did that. And a girl was nice enough to say, hey, your pants ripped in the back. And I was like, oh shoot, because everybody was looking. They was like, oh, look at her pants rip. but she came and told me so. That was embarrassing because I was still dancing like, and I thought everybody was looking at me because I was doing something, and it was my pants ripped. Yeah, that was quite embarrassing. I mean, but I laughed on the way home. I didn't know any of those people there, so. All right, so next question. What was a song you hated when you were a teen, and why?
I don't have any songs that I hated. I liked all the songs, even Boot Scootin' Boogie, doing the country songs. I don't think any. Like, there's no certain songs that I hated. It's just like I hate listening to the radio because they go over the same song over and over and over again. But people got to get that money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gotta hustle. So it's like I wouldn't necessarily say I hated a song. It was just like as time progressed, stuff was going. Oh, know what? I did hate a song. Yep, I sure did. When that whole woman movement went on and Beyonce was going crazy with talking about pay all my bills, and then that I hated that song. But it was a good song, but it's like women took stuff. You know how sometimes women take stuff too far. It's just like I would say like those little songs like that when always ask for somebody to do all their stuff, but it was cool. I like the concept, but let's calm it down, back up, let's pump the brakes, something like that. But other than that, yeah.
That song was hot.
My point.
Oh my God, you're ridiculous. Okay, so
what was your song that you hated?
The song that I hated the most, I was living in California at the time. We had just moved from Boston, California. I think the guy's name is Meatloaf. That I would do anything for love. But I won't do that. No. That song is like, if you know Meatloaf, you know what song I'm talking about. And if you lived in Southern California, because they played that like on the radio all the time. I don't think I listened
to a person named Meatloaf.
No, it was always on for some reason. I don't know if my mom was playing the radio but they would play that song all the time, and I hated it because, like, even now it's stuck in my head, and I believe the guy's name is Meatloaf.
Wow! So
you've heard it. No. I know you.
Maybe I have. Song. Not. Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna show you.
I'm not sure. No, I don't want to know it.
With Meatloaf.
But the main, the last question that we have here is, what do you admire about me and why?
You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Yeah, that's the last question. Yep, ladies first, baby.
Oh, thank you. Such a gentleman. Okay, so I admire a lot about my husband. He has a insane work ethic. If he says he's gonna do something, he's gonna do it. He always keeps his word. I admire his drive and like basically love for family. That's one thing I admire about him a lot. He really cares about family and he thinks a lot about the future. So I love that. Like he's very forward focused and goal oriented. So I admire that a lot about him because even now we're doing a lot of planning and he's always thinking about talking about the future and not just about us but about the kids and what we can do, and I like how we can brainstorm off of each other back and forth. I like that we can always give each other something to think about. But I really admire his determination, and like even when I first met him, like this guy, it doesn't matter like what's going on in his life, he's still gonna handle business. Like that's I think when I was like, oh, this is the one. I like this guy. Like he's still no matter what's going on, it could be hell going on or a storm or whatever, but he's still going to make sure everything that needs to be taken care of is taken care of. And then he really tries to do it from I don't want to say like from I don't like yeah like I don't want to say well yeah I can say it moral and a fair perspective. Like he tries to do what's like morally right for the most part, like moral and fair. So I admire that because not too many people would do that. Some people would probably try to take a shortcut or, oh, let me see if I can get over it by doing this versus doing what I need to do. So he'd rather do it the long way than the wrong way. So I definitely admire that.
Thanks, babe. That was really nice.
Yeah, that's what I admire.
Well, that is awesome. So that's, it's my go.
Don't act like you don't know what should go.
Oh. You want me to tell you the truth? You want me to lie to you?
It's the truth about what you admire.
To be honest, I love the fact that you don't let, I'm not saying my wife has thick skin. She just doesn't let anything get to her, and she looks at all everything from a positive perspective. Back in the day, she would be real pessimistic, like,
Wait, back in a what?
back in the day. And I just love how my wife just takes, it doesn't matter. Like, if it's raining outside, she's like, oh, that's awesome. We can go outside and dance in the rain. Let's go sing in the rain. Or it could be snowing outside. Let's make snow angels. And it's just like, it doesn't matter. It's a hurricane. It's just like tornado. It doesn't matter. Typhoon. She's just like, she'll find some way for it to be positive. And it always boils down to, well, we can't go outside. At least we can spend time together. And I admire that. She's always positive about everything. And I think that's amazing. But that's why I love her.
Yep. It's all about perspective, how you see something. So, and I always feel like it doesn't matter what someone goes through in life. Like if you're going through a good time or a bad time, especially if you're going through a bad time, my mindset is always, okay, this is what's going on now. This is where I'm at now. This is not always going to be this way. So let me focus on what I need to do versus on what's going on now and like becoming a victim. So, yeah.
Well, we do want to thank you for taking a moment with us, and hope we see you next time.